John woke up to an eerie silence. He looked around, but there was no one in sight. He walked out of his house, into the streets, and still, there was no one. No cars, no people, no signs of life anywhere. At first, John thought it was some kind of joke or a dream. But as the days went by, he realized that he was truly alone. He was the last man on Earth. John tried to find answers, but there were none. He searched for clues, but everything seemed to point to a sudden and inexplicable extinction of humanity. As the days turned into weeks, John struggled to survive. He scavenged for food and supplies, but the loneliness was suffocating. He had no one to talk to, no one to share his thoughts with, no one to help him. John tried to keep himself occupied, but the silence was deafening. He started to question his own sanity. Was he really the last man on Earth? Was he hallucinating? One day, John found a radio in an abandoned store. He turned it on, hoping to hear a voice, any voice. But there was only static. He kept searching until he found a small, handheld radio. And then, he heard it, a voice, a woman's voice. "Hello, is anyone there? Please respond if you can hear me." John's heart raced as he grabbed the radio and replied, "I'm here. I'm here." There was a pause, and then the woman's voice came back. "Oh, thank God. I thought I was alone too." John's eyes welled up with tears as he realized he was not alone after all. There was someone else out there, someone who could understand his pain and his struggle. And so, John and the woman, whose name was Sarah, started talking. They shared their stories, their hopes, and their fears. They became each other's lifeline in a desolate world. John realized that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. And as long as there is hope, there is a chance for humanity to start anew. From that day on, John and Sarah worked together to rebuild and start a new society. They faced many challenges, but they knew they were not alone, and that gave them the strength to keep going. And so, the last man on Earth was no longer alone, thanks to a small radio and a woman's voice that gave him hope in a world that had seemed to have lost it.